Your offspring will disappear in 2 seconds. Those who speak for a human right, they are the first one to kill. Just make one statement against them. The ruler of Qatar, his father is in jail. His father, he put him in jail just to take over. Go speak one word against the king of Jordan and see what will happen to you. Or what about Syria? Oh boy. What about Iraq? Don't even mention it. What about Emirat? Oh man, very freedom. What about Egypt? Abdul, trust me, if the Middle East is not a piece of shit, I will not come into America. I'm just telling you. If not the Middle East become a piece of shit because of Muslims, I will never be in America. Why want to come to America? What for? Now, do they have a sky here different from the sky there? I will tell you what there is different. There's a freedom. And freedom is priceless. In those countries, you are a piece of shit. You can't even open your mouth. You live like a goat, you die like a goat. You can't say what you believe, and you cannot believe what you say. You have to say what they like you to say. In the Middle East, you are a slave. You are a dog. You are someone who have a leech in his head. You think you are a human, but you are not. And nobody treats you like a human. In America, I can make fun of Trump. I can make fun of Joe Biden. I can make fun of any governor, any government, any police, and I will not be arrested. The same in Israel. Go see how they throw tomato at the house of Netanyahu. Go see how they shoot at him, shout at him, call him names. Nobody's arrested. Can you do that in any country in the Middle East? If you can, let me know. If you can do that in any country in the Middle East, then I will say there is a country. As long as citizens cannot say that, cannot do that, that means there is no country. It's a farm. It's a farm where people, they are treated like animals. I can take my gospel and I can teach in the front of a synagogue in Jerusalem. You can go right now and search. There's tons of videos of a Christian preaching the gospel of Christ in the front of synagogues in the heart of Jerusalem. Can I do that in Iraq, in Saudi Arabia, in Emirat, Bahrain? You cannot. You've seen many videos of Jewish priests not happy with Israel because they are dumb. So why they are staying there? Leave. You see, a second ago you said to me, why you don't go to Israel then? And you are saying to me, there's many Jewish priests, they are unhappy with Israel. So why you don't? Why they call themselves Jews, and why they call themselves? Why they are living in Israel? Those are the dumb. You see, all our struggle is about what? Is to fight dummy, stupid people. So if he is a Jew, doesn't mean he's smart, not necessarily. When the Jews, they were delivering the Jews to Hitler. Are they Jews? Yes, they were Jews. But what they do? They call the Gestapo. They say there's a Jew hiding in this house. Come and arrest him, and they get paid for it. Jews, they do that to the Jews. So there's, in history, in every nation, there's people. Judah, he betrayed Jesus. You never heard of Judah? Obviously, Judah don't like Jesus, so he decided to call the police for him. So you are telling me there is a Judah, he don't like Jesus, huh? And that is the proof that Israel is bad. Those are the dumb who betray their own people. So when a Jewish man, he side with the Muslims who want to kill every Jew, do you think he is smart or he is demonic, possessed person? or maybe bribed. Is it possible that I am a Christian and I side with the one who want to kill the Christians? It can be if I am a fake Christian, right? uh, you know, just to give you an example of dummy people here. Look at this guy, Mr. Hanny. Let me put his comment in the screen. Hold on, Mr. Hanny. Where is Mr. Hanny? Huh. Henny, Mr. Henny, what he said? CCP calling Jews who did not like Bibi action stupid. This is not what I said, you idiot. I don't like Bibi action too. I mean, do you see how stupid you are? He's not talking about those. He's talking about the Jews. They are against Israel, you donkey. Not as our Jews, they don't agree with Bibi. Same time, in politics, you can agree or disagree. However, I have approved that Bibi is stupid. He is the one who caused all this problem to happen. Not creating Hamas, no, but he is the one who gave them the hope that if you kidnap our daughters, we will free all your criminals. So 20 years ago, the stupid Bibi, he exchanged 2,000 criminals from Hamas for one soldier, just one. So I'm against Bibi. What does this have to do with being stupid or smart? You are stupid. You don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a Jew who's against Israel, which means he's against the existence of Israel as a state. He's dummy, he's dumb, and he is evil. So if you don't hear what I say because you don't use your ears, this is your problem. Peter was the one who denied Christ 3 times. What does this have to do with our topic? Just to show you how some people, they are so stupid. So if Jesus, he said something in his time, that means that goes forever. But the same people who are in front of him, they are the one who carry the Bible of Jesus to you. So if Israel is bad, as you claim, by taking a verse out of the words, out of the meaning, isn't it all the disciples of Jesus, or the majority, they were Jews? So who's Paul? If all the Jews are bad, if Jesus says the Romans have faith more than you, so the Jews have no faith at all, that is stupid of you to say. People, they manipulate any verse in the Bible to make it fit with their agenda, for they are satanic. If we go to Matthew 21, let me open the Bible. That said, they want to convince you that the Jews, they are cursed, they are bad, we should kill them. All right, we join Hamas and we kill the Jews, and then we finish all the problem of the world. Evil. They are full of hate. They claim to be Christians. This is Matthew 21, the one he's posting. This is, look what Mr. Henny said. Peter was the one who denied, that even denied Christ 3 times. No? Didn't Christ preach that Roman centurion had greater faith than all of Israel? Didn't Jesus move their fruit in Matthew? I don't know what this guy is talking about. His English is more funny than mine. But just to show you how dummy some people are. This is Matthew 21 in front of us. I'm trying to understand what he is saying in English. If you go to Matthew 21 and you go all the way to verse number 10, look what it says. And when he was come into Jerusalem, all the city was moved, saying, Who is this? And multitude said, This is Jesus the prophet of Nazareth, the Galilee of Galilee. And Jesus went into the temple of God. So did the Israeli are moved by the coming of Jesus? Yes. Is it a great people who they love the coming of Jesus? Yes. Did they call him even a prophet? Yes. 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 Then the Messiah, he went to the temple. And the Messiah, he saw people buying and selling. So Jesus, he flipped tables on them. Is that what you are talking about? The Jews are bad now? Well, if you go to your church, how many things they are selling these days in the Vatican? Pictures of Mary? Pictures of Jesus? Statues of Mary? You do the same. However, Jesus is upset from them, not because they are going to the temple, but because they make the house of the Father a place of bazaar. When the chief priests and scribes saw wonderful things that he did, and the children crying in the temple, and saying, Hosanna to the Son of David, those are the Jews. But you remember only the Jews who did not like Jesus. You don't like the Jews who like Jesus. So look what the children of the Jews they were saying. Those who? Those are the children of the Jews. Hosanna to the Son of David. They were sore displeased, and said unto him, Here's this thou what these say? And Jesus said to them, Ye, have you never read, out of the mouth of the babies and suckling, thou hast perfected praise? And he left them, and he went out of the city. And we can read the rest. But I want to know how this guy who posted, he come to the conclusion that the Jews are bad in Matthew 21. I'm trying to find it. The same Jews are the one who welcomed him. The same Jews who listened to him. The same Jews is the one who believe in him. The same Jews are the disciples. Are you willing to come to the mic and say to me that Paul is an evil Jew? He's a Jew. Are you willing to come to the mic and say Peter is an evil Jew? Mary must be an evil Jew too. Joseph, he must be an evil Jew. They are Jews. And then he will mention to you that in Matthew 21, Jesus, he gave them a parable about when the owner of the field like he have farmers working for him. And then the owner of the land, he come to them or he sent them his servants, and they beat them up, and they killed the other one, and they stoned the other one, and then the owner he sent another person, and the same they did to him, and then he sent his son. He said to himself, they will respect my son, but they did not. They killed his son. So he's trying to say to you, well, the Jews, all of them, they are evil. They killed the son. But just to show you how hypocrite you are, all the Jews, they killed the son? Or Jesus speaking about a group of people who they are against him, while there's a huge number of them, they believe in him. So they go to Matthew, they found Jesus speaking about how the owner of the land, he sent his son, hoping they would respect him. And that will be the excuse to hate all the Jews, including the Christians who became Christians. And to show you that this cannot be about all the Jews, because not all the Jews, they are the one who deny Jesus. Not all the Jews, they want Jesus to be killed. Not all the Jews, they want Jesus to be crucified. There's a lot of Jews who believe in Jesus, they follow Jesus, and they never betray Jesus. But because this story serves your purpose and your agenda to make people hate the Jews, you'll love it. This is a story used by someone like Sam Shamshun and his scam. But who is the one who wrote this story for you? The Jews. Who is the one who wrote this book? Who is the one who wrote those parables for you? Who is the one who discussed the stories? Who is the one who transformed the gospel to you? The Jews. But remember, the Jews are bad. They forgot that when Paul he speak about the Jews, that he is a Jew. They forgot that when Peter speak about the Jews, he is a Jew too. They want only to quote certain verses because they are evil. The same as when they say, Jesus says, the one who lived by the sword, he died by the sword. And then they say to you, Jesus saying, don't use sword. But this is not what the Bible says. Jesus says, the one who don't have a sword, go and buy one. They don't mention that verse for you. They mention only Jesus saying, the one who hit you in your cheek, give him the other one. But they never mention to you, Jesus said, if you don't have sword, go and buy one. Sell your clothes and buy one. But isn't this the same Jesus? Well, they don't like this verse. They don't want to mention it. Right? And when you mention to me, Mr. Henny, the hypocrite, the book of Acts, chapter 2, sorry. Why you don't mention the holy chapter? I will tell you why. Because the holy chapter will show that you are a stupid liar. As simple as that. You want only certain verses. Right? So he could for us, guys, let me show you the hypocrisy of this Henry or Henny. They are thieves. They are criminals. They are Hamas. So he said to us, read the book of Acts, chapter 2. And he jumped right away to verse number 22. But do you know why he wants you to read only 22? What about the rest? Why you want them to stop there? Why you don't want them to read the rest? What happened after that? Do you like to come to the stage? Henny, do you like to come to the stage? Are you a man who can come to the stage? And we can read together the book of Acts. Are you there? You want to play dead now? I want you to come and show people how evil they are in the book of Acts. Don't you want to read for us? You know, they claim that Jesus, he taught love. And they love everybody, but not the Jews. The second you say the Jews, no, Jesus did not teach to love the Jews. No. We love the Muslims. We love the Muslims. The second you say Jews, oh no. They are evil, they are disgusting, they are filthy. Oh boy. Those are Christian, they love everybody except the Jews. Ah. Oh, Lord have mercy. Scumbags everywhere has existed. Satanic heart. They clothe themselves with Halloween clothing, claiming to be angels. I know what to say. Anyway. You know, when Peter, he spoke to the Jews, this is why I was asking this guy to come, as long he speak about Act 2. Why he want to read only verse number 22, 23, but he don't want to go all the way where the Jews, 3,000 Jews converted and accepted Jesus in 15 minutes. So are they the Jews? Are they cursed out of God heaven? This is after Jesus' crucifixion, not before. Remember, not before. Why they accepted Jesus if they are cursed? That's it, they are cursed. You know, they say to you that Jesus spoke. He said that the owner of the land, he sent his servant, they beat them, they killed one. Then he sent his son, they did disrespect him, they killed his son. Okay, they are cursed. So how 3,000 people they converted in 15 or 10 minutes speech? And they are Jews. They are what? They are nothing but Jews. The truth hurt, my friend. The truth hurt. Do we have any Abdul? I know a lot of Christians don't like the Jewish people. My friend, do we need to like anybody? This is not about likeness. This is about if you are a Christian and you claim to be a Christian and you claim that Jesus taught you to love, then don't be a hypocrite. Don't go and say we love Muslims, but the second we say Jews, you spit on them. It's not the Jews who they are raping your women, and not the Jews are burning your churches, and not the Jews are kidnapping your daughter. It's not. You are a hypocrite and coward. And I have one reason to say to you, you hate the Jews, because they are a small, tiny minority. So you try to show that you are a brave and you are the knight of Christ who defend Jesus against the one who is small. But against the real beast, you are a cockroach. You don't dare to open your mouth. Like your Pope. And by the way, this is not only in the Catholic Church. There's a Protestant, there's Orthodox, a lot of dummy, false, liar priests. They find that targeting the Jews are the soft target to make themselves the hero who defend the faith. In the front of Islam, they are so quiet. Right? Very quiet. Anyway, for me, and the Bible says it clearly, that a lot of people who claim to be Christians will go to hell. So if you are worried about the Jews, they don't accept Jesus, worry about yourself. You go, you have a girlfriend, and you claim to be a Christian. You go and you drink, and you do everything wrong, and you claim to be a Christian. And then you are worried about the Jews. You do gambling, you do everything wrong, and then you claim to be a Christian. You are just a false person like everybody else, and you are going to go to hell. You are worried about the Jews, but you do everything wrong in the book of God. Everything. You are the same as Muhammad and the Muhammadan. If you go check out that those who speak against the Jews, and by the way, I'm not saying that we should not say to the Jews they are wrong if they don't believe in Jesus. Absolutely not. Anyone who don't believe in Jesus, he will go to hell. It doesn't matter who is he. He is a Jew, he is a Arab, he is a Indian, he is a Chinese. It doesn't matter. Never, never stop saying the truth that if you don't believe in Jesus, you are going to hell. I'm not defending the Jews. I'm just proving the hypocrisy of those people who attack the Jews. There's only one simple reason they attack the Jews. They are soft target. As simple as that. If I write a book against the Jews, I'm not going to be kidnapped or killed. If I write a book against Muhammad, I will be wanted. Which one will be better business? And we know the answer. If I write a book against the Jews now, against Israel, Christian Prince, he wrote a book against Israel. I assure you, it's going to be a very well-known book and I will make a lot of money. But if I make a book defending Israel, who is going to buy my book? Who? Nobody. As simple as that. If I make a book now praising Muhammad, how many people they promote my book? Why YouTube censor me? Why TikTok censor me? Because I speak against Muhammad. If I speak against Israel, I will be fine. As simple as that. Most of them, they are doing business. They don't care for God. This is why you see all of them. I want to buy a chair. I want to buy a van. I want to go vacation. I want to go, okay, guys, fund me. Buy me. Pay me. Their super chat is running like crazy. Because they love God. They are here for God. Are you kidding me? They don't care for money. Every single one of those. If you take from them the money of YouTube, they will never show up in YouTube. They are in YouTube for many hours live just because of super chat. If super chat disappeared, they will make a video for 15 minutes and they will go to watch TV. Am I lying? I warn you. And I warn you about other things too. My experience is anyone who go against Israel, he will be screwed up. I assure you that. Look what happened to Hitler. How powerful he was. Man, his army is massive powerful. The major point of weakness he did, the biggest mistake, when he killed the Jews. It doesn't matter what they say to you. Name for me one country. Go satanic against Israel and tell me what happened to them. Just name one. Whoever go against Israel is going to be punished by God. And that goes for individuals, not only to countries. Look at Turkey. Turkey before Erdogan used to be flourishing. Way better. We cannot compare. Look at the currency of Turkey. Horrible. Look at Qatar. How rich is Qatar? Extremely rich. I mean, money comes from under the ground, but inside the country, there's a lot of things happening. They hate each other. Any second, any moment, they might kill each other and the whole country collapse. Any Muslim country goes against Israel is doomed. Any Western countries, any American country, there is something special about Israel. God, he promised Israel, regardless if they are good or bad, and God will promise and keep his promise. Whoever go against God, he will be a loser. So when God, he promised Israel something, nobody can take it away from Israel. Because you are trying to take it away not from the Jews, you are trying to take it away from God himself. Good luck. That will be the most stupid decision you make. And you know, it's funny that I'm an Arab. I'm trying to convince you. This is funny. I mean, those are European are really doomed and stupid. I don't know what to say. You know, I used to think about European before that they are the most smart, the most intelligent. But then I noticed what they do. I mean, look at their countries. They open their borders. They are confused about who is a woman, who is a man. They don't know how many gender there is. They don't know the bathroom should be used by who. Even in a sport, they want a guy with two big balls between his legs to dress like a girl, and he want to swim with the girls, and he fight to win the prize against the girls. I mean, this is amazing smart people. We can't take what they say seriously. They know everything about God and good. European. They are smart people. Like, what is a female? I don't know. You tell me. And you know, if you say I believe there's two gender, whoa, guy is evil. Did you hear what he say? No, what he said? He said there's two gender only. Oh no, we should be caught him. Evil, disgusting. He said that. Did he say he? You cannot say he. So the guy is talking like a girl wearing a skirt, and he want to school you about ethic. And who is he and who's she? You don't complain about them, but you complain about Israel. You see, freedom is good, by the way, because in a freedom society, you can see who is who. Like in Israel, there's gays, because there's a freedom. If you give a freedom in Iraq, half of the country will be gays. If you give a freedom in Saudi Arabia, everybody will be wearing a skirt, but because there's no freedom, nobody there. So the difference between certain countries and other countries is a freedom. Freedom exposes the filthy of us and the good of us. Because then you are home because you choose to be home. You are not in the nightclub in a Friday night or Saturday night because you chosen to be, not to go in such a place. There's a freedom. Nobody can stop you. But if you cannot go, but you wish to go, how we will know? Where there is a freedom, there's a truth. Where there's no freedom, there's a lot of hypocrisy. As simple as that. So nobody dare to say what he believes because there's no freedom. And there's many priests, they are worried to say we defend Israel because they are living in an atmosphere where everybody hates Israel. So we cannot say that. We will lose our job. We will lose support. We will lose money. We will lose our place. So I better go with the wind. You got my book from Amazon? Okay, good for you. I hope you will like it. Don't forget to leave a review. Honest review, not say, don't say it's good if it's not good. Ken, go ahead, Ken. What do you want to say to us?
ICP, God bless you, what the work you're doing.
Thank you.
Just a quick review about, many people, Christian people, don't know about the Muslim eschatology, wherein they have, just like we Christians have a false prophet and antichrist. So they have prophet, as per us, Isa, they call is as prophet. For us, it is a false prophet, and then the Antichrist, which would be Mahdi, presuming. So they say that Isa will break the cross, kill the pigs, and all stuff. So many people, they will get deceived. I think so, because in the end times, when deceivers would come. That's what I believe.
Okay. Anything else?
No, but just wanted to know about your point of view about this. Not studying much about it, but
My point about what? Say again?
about the eschatology, or would it be the Islam to dominate the world, or
No.
something like that
Islam cannot
in the end
dominate.
times?
No, Islam cannot dominate anything. Islam cannot dominate. It's even Muslim words. You know, people do not know that there's a big change happening in Muslim countries. Things is not going to the side of Islam. Like in Saudi Arabia right now, just 15 years ago, people have to close their stores and go to pray against their will. If you don't do that, they will beat you, they will arrest you, and then they will take you to jail. If you repeat that more than twice, third time you will be questioned for apostasy and you might be executed. Right now in Saudi Arabia, the Sharia police is gone. There's no Sharia police no more. The whole department is canceled. Women, they can dress as they wish. Doesn't mean they can walk in the bikini, but still they are wearing short clothing. They don't need to cover their hair. There is theaters. There is even there is nightclubs. Music was forbidden. So this is Saudi Arabia. If this is Saudi Arabia, what about the rest? So in the appearance, Muslims are still exist, but in reality, Islam is gone long time ago. Muslims themselves don't want Islam. In any country, the Muslim in that country try to make it Islamic, which means in the real way of Islam, will go and collapse. And nobody will like it. And they will be isolated, like what happened in Afghanistan. So, and even if Afghanistan, they don't practice really Islam, but a form of Islam. But the second they practice it, they will be isolated even by Muslims. No, Muslims don't want them. Like Saudi Arabia have a very limited number of how many Afghani can come to the country because there's Taliban. So they have to watch them. They watch their phones. They watch their email. They watch their connection. They have limited number of visas to be sure who is coming. And before they give you the visa, they have to make full study about who are you. What is your connection to Al-Qaeda, to ISIS? So Muslims themselves, they don't want Islam. But in the appearance, they claim to be Muslims. In the appearance, it sounds like they are Muslims. But the second I go to any Muslim countries, and then I check this country, I will see Islam is gone long time ago. Remember, Islam is not just a religion, it's a government. So if the government is not to be located, it means Islam is not to be located. Islam is not the same as a Christianity based on faith. It's based on politics and governing. So if the people don't want to vote for Sharia law, in a country the majority of it are Muslims, that means they are rejecting Islam. So who is stopping the Muslim in Algeria to follow Sharia law? Or Morocco? Or Tunisia? Or Egypt? Or Libya? Or? Is it America? No. Is it European? No, they don't want it. Nobody want it. So if really they are Muslims and they are successful with Islam, why they reject Islam? If Islam is the way of life, if Islam is the way of government, why do they want to have an Islamic government? For a very simple reason. Islamic government is a very bad idea, and all Muslims, they knew that very well. This is why since the time of Muhammad, when Muhammad died, those Muslims, they struggle against the Islamic government. And the first war they have, it's called the War of Apostate. As soon they notice that Muhammad is dead and now freedom is coming, everybody left. Even though by name still they are Muslims. They did not say we are out of Islam totally, but they said we don't want to practice anything. Okay, we are Muslims. The caliphate, they have to decide to go for war so he can enforce Islam as a government. Because without the government, there's no Islam. So now we are in the state of apostate, where there's no government of Islam in any Islamic country. Starting from Pakistan to Indonesia to wherever you go, which country they have Islamic government? Nobody. You go to Indonesia, they have nightclubs in the size of a city. Literally. What about Pakistan? What about, whatever country you want. What about Egypt? Nightclubs in Egypt is in every street. Belly dancers is almost half of the nation. Smoking and drugs is their best polluted air. And this is Egypt. What about Turkey? Did Erdogan, the Muslim Erdogan, the Imam Erdogan close a single nightclub in Turkey? No. Do he even dare to do it? No. So when we say Islamic country or Muslims will dominate or not to dominate, look at them. They call themselves Muslims, but in reality, there is zero Islam. And if there is a Muslim, he is really serious about his religion, he will be watched carefully by Muslims. he will be traced, he will be chased, and mostly he will be arrested, because then he is dangerous. This is why the dangerous Muslims are already either they are chased or arrested. And the second a new one come, they watch him. When they are confirmed that he is a serious Muslim, he will be captured. By who? By Muslims. In Syria, the government of Syria now is Al-Qaeda. Al-Qaeda. A guy who stood in the middle of the street preaching Allah, he want to do jihad. They arrested him right away. Immediately. So jihad was a propaganda to take over the government. The second they took over the government, they don't want Islam no more. They want Islam as an image, but not as a reality. I hope I answered you.
Sure. Iran as well, because there are many atheists and all. But after Ayatollah Khamenei, most probably he would die. The regime would collapse.
Who will collapse?
I mean, Iran's regime.
Yeah, the same. In Iran, there is no Islam anyway. I mean, in the appearance, it's Islamic government. But if you go to Iran, you will find there is no Islam, really. What Islam? Muta, my friend, Muta is #1 business there. Women renting their vagina, prostitution. Horrible. I mean, the country is messed up. What Islam? If I go right now to YouTube and type one word, nothing to do with sex, just one word, you will see how Muslim women practice Islam in the Islamic countries, specifically the Middle East. This is the Middle East, my friend. Do you see it? This is the Middle East. This is not. But we have to be honest here. They are wearing hijab. And they are singing Allah, Allah, Allah. If I play the music for you, you will hear it. Look at her butt is going up to Allah. Look, mashallah, mashallah. Yeah, and the other woman, she is riding the other women in a sexual position. This is the Middle East. Those are the Muslims. They get upset if somebody preach the gospel, but they don't get upset for this. This is nothing. If I want to show you, I mean, there is some, they are so scary. You have to sign in YouTube with your age in order to be able to watch. Allah, 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 Allah. Let us see. I just type one word, actually. I did not even type, much. Yeah. What Middle East? What about we go and take a trip to Jordan or Egypt? Sorry, guys. I just typed. I cannot show you really what I have in my screen now. Right now, I type in different browser. Just one word. Have nothing to do with sex, really. And if you see what you will see in the screen, what I see in the screen, I cannot show you really. Very, very horrible. And the funny, this is all in YouTube. And YouTube, they don't flag those videos. I'm seeing literally women are naked. Muslim women are totally naked in YouTube. And nobody is flagging those videos. But my video, they get flagged. I cannot show you really what I see. So if you see the Middle East, you will not believe it. Very disgusting. What Hamas mean in Hebrew?
Yeah,
I forgot really what Hamas mean in Hebrew. Hold on, let me remember. Hamas in Hebrew. I forgot really. It was a funny word. Okay, remind me. I remember it was something bad. Hamas. But I forgot really. Anyway, we have a song for Hamas. Maybe we should play it. There's a song, it's called Yalla Ya Hamas. But I don't want to get a flag for the video. Yalla Ya Hamas. Yalla Ya Hamas. Yalla Ya Hamas. All right. Yalla Ya Hamas. That's a good video. Anyway, I hope soon you will demolish them all and we will step on them as you see in the video. Filthy dogs. Any human. Yeah, but they can, YouTube right away, they can detect any copyrighted video and they will flag you. Right? Any country will go against Israel is going to be doomed. And I hope that the the Iranian government will be collapsed before a war happens. Because, there's a lot of Iranian, they hate Islam. Seriously. And they wish they can get rid of it. They are desperate. So I hope that Israel can help the Iranian. I don't want Israel to destroy Iran. I want the Israeli to destroy the Iranian regime. So the Iranian, they can have their freedom. And I know, I met a lot of Iranian. A lot of the biggest converted church in USA are Iranian. Massive number of Iranian Muslims, they become Christians. So, and even if they are a Christian, we don't praise killing of others if things can be done in different way. But what I know for sure, Iranian are not into Islam. They hate this religion, especially after they lived under Islam for real. You see, Islam can appeal to you as long it is not in charge. The second you implement such a garbage, everybody hate it. So as an idea, ya Allah, alhamdulillah, blah, 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 they are okay with it. But the second you say, I'm going to practice Islam on you, I'm going to force you to wear certain clothes and to eat certain food and to listen to certain music and to say certain words, and you cannot say this and you cannot do that, then the people will notice that Islam stripped them from everything good in their life. Music is haram, but muta is okay. Renting your vagina is okay, but not covering your hair is filth. Shame on you. But how much you charge me to sleep with you? It's allowed in Islam. Alhamdulillah. So Iranian, they are boiling inside them. And they wish the day will come and the Islamic regime will collapse. So my hope is that with the existence of a Trump and the help of a Trump, both Israel and Trump, they will be able to cause the Iranian regime to collapse. I hope so. That will be wonderful news if before Trump he leave the office, Iran will be free from the garbage of Islam. And then trust me, Iran will become a great nation again.